Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wellspring. My name is Jim Moore, and I'm part of your service team here today. Now we have a few announcements. Our early birds meet Sunday mornings at 9:30 via Zoom. Link is in the weekly email and on the website. We're starting a new book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And if you would like to join us and need a copy, there are copies in the bookstore, and they're only $14. Aha! Next week, October 31st, is Halloween, and you may wear costumes if you so choose. Peggy Shin will be our speaker. I have to wonder what she might be wearing. Our November speakers on the 7th of November is Dr. Edward Burrowbaugh, and again on the 21st. Reverend Kamataro will be here on the 14th, and Peggy Shin will do the last Sunday on 11/28. And lastly, our prayer team remains ready to serve and support you. You may submit a request via our webpage, or you may contact Martha Ward or Geneva Collins with your request. Our prayer team meets virtually on Tuesday afternoons at 4:15 p.m. to pray with you. You may consider sitting in your quiet space during that time. We know we are one in spirit, and the energy of prayer knows no limits. Now I'm going to do an invocation. If you want to relax and possibly close your eyes. It is wonderful to be here together on such a beautiful southern New Mexico day. Please sit back and relax and take a deep breath and feel the presence of Spirit in this place. Remember the truth of who you are, not just now, but always. We are all connected to the divine, and that is also our connection to each other. Let us step more fully into the life we have been given by Spirit. Let us open ourselves to the limitless possibilities before us to be of service to each other, to our world, and to our Creator. And as we do so, let us be filled with gratitude for all the nuances of our inspired thoughts and actions. Let us each shine our light and share our truth, not just in the upcoming week, but let's intend to make it a habit that can change our lives forever. And so it is. Now we have the song of the day, or Song of Joy. Thank you. Please be seated and let us read together our vision, our mission, and affirmation. Our vision: to elevate spiritual consciousness in our world. Our mission: to support individual spiritual quests through celebration, study, counsel, loving fellowship, and service. And our affirmation: knowledge from on high is me, and I am always led by Spirit. My wisdom from within comes forth into daily expression. I accept the good and allow it to flow through me into the universe. The one mind is my complete refuge and strength. And now Barry's going to introduce our special music for today.
So we're in for a treat today. I met Teresa, I think when you first moved to Las Cruces, probably within a month or two after she moved here. And she said she would like to sing sometime. And so she sent me to her website. And I've got a few quotes from the website I wanted to read today and then just tell you a little bit about Teresa. Magazine, I think Buzz Weekly is out of LA, said she's part chanteuse, part comedian, and part bona fide pop artist. A voice that could stop a war. I agree. And also, another fan was overheard saying at a concert, Leonard Cohen meets Bessie Smith. So let me tell you a little bit about Teresa. At 12 years old, she started writing music. And by the time she was, and this is in San Francisco, and by the time she was 15, she was performing in nightclubs. So I don't know how she did that, but fake ID? No. Anyway, she's played on and off in the Bay Area for many years, and also she lived 20 years in LA, which was kind of her center of music. And I am very happy to consider her a friend, and she's a very gifted, talented woman. I'd like to introduce Teresa Turtery, and she'll be performing 2 original songs today. Is very dangerous.
It's so good to be out in the world again. This is the first performance indoors for almost a long time. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. My name is Teresa Turtery, and I saw the potential subject for today was a science on some idea of the cosmos, science and higher consciousness, which is one of my favorite topics. And this song I thought might be apropos. I wrote this for my little nieces, who are my little grandnieces. Oh my God. Who are, forget that part. Just a pay on, as it were, to whatever that great consciousness is that loves us so much that it gave us a beautiful earth. Why did the sky appear and form an atmosphere so we could all live here? How did the rains come down and make the rivers flow so everything would grow? When did the plants unfurl and come to all agree that they'd feed you and me?
you right here where the horses graze. Why did the dog and cat forever cease to roam, to call our house their home? When we shear the curly lamb, thank the sacrificial ram, the goats and cows for milk, the crawling worm its silk, the honey from the flower by the bee, the creatures of the sea, the wings that churn the air, for these treasures everywhere. Who do I go to for my song of love and praise? I'll build my altar to you right here where the horses graze. How did this dream come true of a human being? Though a pauper, still a king. And why did the stars align to make this world so fine? This world of yours and mine. Who do I go to with my song of love and praise? I'll build my altar to you right here where the horses graze. Here where the horses graze. Here where the horses graze.
Thank you, that was awesome. Before I do today's reading, I wanted to tell you a little bit about our third quarter tithe. We decided to give our entire third quarter tithe, amounting to $1,000, to Project Link Homeless Education Program, which supports students experiencing homelessness in the Las Cruces public school system. I want to share a little about the program and what its goals are. Somewhere between 500 and 700 students are considered homeless, which is defined as individuals who lack a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. So this includes living in motels, camping grounds, homeless shelters, cars or vans, or even just staying with friends. When we think of a homeless student, I at least was only considering the student. However, in many, if not most cases, there is a family involved. So not only does a student benefit, but his or her entire family. The pandemic has only made the problem worse. In addition to housing assistance and resources, Project Link also can provide clothing, school supplies, food, hygiene products, and other basic necessities for students and families. The services Project Link offers are intended to allow these homeless students to concentrate on their studies, rather than on what they are going to eat or where they are going to study. The goal is their achievement of academic success. The program does receive government aid, but the need is so great that private contributions are not only appreciated, but are integral to the success of the project. Cecilia Montoya, who is part of the program administration, was extremely thankful for our support. She would have been here in person to thank us and explain more about the program, except for the restrictions of the pandemic. Now for the reading. Quantum mechanics is the study of very small things. It explains the behavior of matter and its interactions with energy on the scale of atomic and subatomic particles. By contrast, classical physics explains matter and energy only on a scale familiar to human experience, including the behavior of astronomical bodies such as the moon. Classical physics is still used in much of modern science and technology. However, towards the end of the 19th century, scientists discovered phenomena in both the large macro and the small micro worlds that classical physics could not explain. The desire to resolve inconsistencies between observed phenomena and classical theory led to two major revolutions in physics that created a stir in the original scientific paradigm: the theory of relativity and the development of quantum mechanics. And are you going to come up and talk about our film? Thank you.
Well, as I always do when I get up in front of you, I ask 3 questions, right? Okay, so what are the 3 criteria? I've took pity on you, it's fill in the blank this time. What are the 3 criteria for science of mind? Number 1, it is all God or spirit, right? Number 2, the answer is love. Number 3, change your thinking, change your life. Every time I come up here, I'm going to ask those 3 questions. I've been doing this for 2 years now. Yeah, and some of you can't remember. Only 3 questions, only 3 answers. Okay. When I stumbled upon this YouTube video, I'm fascinated by quantum physics because as the, they're not physicians, as the scientists go deeper into the quantum level, they become more spiritual. And eventually, the quantum and the spiritual are going to merge. And that's going to be an exciting time. I hope I live to see it. So I hope you enjoy how quantum physics can change your life. Oh, wait a second. We can't go into quantum physics without Einstein. So this is Einstein's view on religion. The most beautiful and profound emotion we can experience, he wrote, is the mystical. It is the source of all true art and science. He to whom this Einstein and Spinoza is, wait a second. He to whom this emotion is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wander and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. This insight into the mystery of life, coupled though it be with fear, also has given rise to religion. Not a good sign, right? To know that what is impenetrable to us really exists, manifesting itself as the highest wisdom and the most radiant beauty, which our dull faculties can comprehend only in their primitive forms. This knowledge, this feeling, is at the center of true religiousness. In this sense, and in this sense only, I belong in the ranks of devoutly religious men, which is interesting from Einstein. So, enjoy.
I spent the first 30 years of my life searching for a feeling of purpose, a feeling of connection, a feeling of being desired and appreciated. I was searching for this feeling in all the wrong places, through romantic relationships, through career achievements, through nightclubs, and worst of all, through the validation and opinions of others. Nothing in my life was working out the way I wanted it to. Nothing was giving me that feeling I was searching for. And all of a sudden, I spiraled into a depression. I was what appeared to be happy on the outside. I wore a smile. Things looked perfect from the outside. But on the inside, I felt lost, scared, and alone. I don't even know how it happened or how I got to that saddened state. Have you ever been at a space where things looked a lot better on the outside than they felt on the inside? I remember sitting on my sofa, staring at the clock every day, waiting for 5 p.m. because that's when it felt acceptable for me to have a glass of wine to take the edge off. I remember this one particular day, sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden I burst into tears. I felt desperate, I felt scared, and for the first time, I started to listen to my inner guidance system because I wasn't willing to take it anymore. I wasn't willing to go down the lonely, dark road I was on. I listened to an ever-knowing feeling in the pit of my stomach telling me there had to be more. I just had a deep knowing that there was more to life than what I was currently experiencing. Can you relate? Have you ever felt like there has to be more? I knew I needed a purpose, and I was desperate to find one. This discomfort activated me to search the one place I hadn't searched for happiness and fulfillment. My intuition led me on a path to study joy and purpose and research how science can actually help someone make their dreams come true. The discomfort in my average and ordinary life led me to quantum physics. These are the tools that have helped me to become fully alive, passionate, happy, and fulfilled. And I'm excited to share them with you today so you can also become fully alive, passionate, and lit up from the inside out. Now, when I ask you what quantum physics means to you, some of you are like, quantum physics? Quantum what? Quantum when? Quantum who? And I can totally relate because I've been there too. Some of you already know what quantum physics is, and it's an exciting conversation. And then there are those of you that are now intrigued. You want to know about quantum physics so we can do something magical in your life, just like it's done in mine. 6 years ago, I didn't even know what the term quantum physics meant. And once I learned about quantum physics and these 5 quantum tools to catapult my dreams, I blew my own mind. I became crystal clear on my purpose. I became a best-selling author. I created a profitable, thriving, mission-based business fully aligned with my dreams and became a successful thought leader, inspiring thousands to their highest truth. My life is now filled with joy and excitement, but it's not enough for just me to be happy. And what really hurts my heart is there's so many great people with amazing dreams, dreams of transforming lives, traveling the world, earning great money so that they can touch and inspire more people with that great money. And so many of these people never see their dreams come to pass because they don't understand how to utilize the tools of quantum physics. What are your big dreams? Your dreams are not supposed to die with you. You're supposed to live and breathe these dreams. I am deeply passionate about this topic because I believe that we're living in a time when the responsibility is on us, as well as the opportunity available to us to find, to seek out, to create happy lives. Okay, so this is gonna be a simplified version of a class you either loved or a class you loved to avoid. Have you ever walked into a room and you just felt lit up instantly? You felt good energy. You felt alive, inspired, high vibrations were flowing, and you just knew it was gonna be a good day. Yeah? That is energy flowing. On the other hand, have you ever walked into a room and it just didn't feel good? It felt heavy and low vibe and like you just wanted to avoid it. Nothing bad had even happened yet. You just want it out of there. That is energy as well. We feel high vibes and we feel low vibes. This is what I'm talking about. Quantum physics proves that everything emits energy. You are skin. You are bones. We are physical matter, but we're also energy. Some of you might be thinking this sounds a little woo-woo, but it's real, it's science, and it's proven. Let me show you what I mean. This is a graph of the Hertz vibration scale, and this demonstrates the frequencies in which our emotions emit. What that means is based on the way that you're feeling and the thoughts that you're thinking, you send out a signal, an energy that reflects your outer world. When you tune into a specific frequency, you receive that frequency. Just like on the radio, when you tune in to a certain channel, you receive the frequency of that channel. And on a TV, when you tune in to that channel, you receive the frequency of that channel. Each and every one of you, if you can hear my voice, you have the capability, the capacity to embody a frequency that matches your dreams. And it's your job to always engage the highest vibration available to you. Some of the lower vibrations, as you can see on the chart, are anger, grief, shame, fear. Some of the higher vibrations are love, joy, appreciation, and excitement. You're always going to have a feeling running through you, and the more you can manage that feeling to be a higher vibration, the more you're gonna receive circumstances and opportunities that match that feeling. What's most exciting about this is I've not only seen it work in my own life, I've seen it work in thousands of clients' lives as well. It could be a financial gain or a self-worth or self-love gain. There's one client I witnessed go from serving 2 people to 2,000 people using these tools. I've witnessed clients double, triple, quadruple their income and even create consistent 6-figure months using these quantum tools. There was one client that was feeling very disconnected with a low self-worth, and after implementing these quantum tools, her relationships were off the charts, her levels of fulfillment were through the roof, and she had joy and happiness where she once had shame and fear. This is the juice. These are the quantum tools for you to start implementing now. Quantum tool number 1, understanding the basics of quantum physics. My feelings emit a frequency. The higher my frequency, the higher my vibration, the faster and easier my dreams will flow to me. The energy I put out will be matched with the energy I get back. 3 easy ways to turn up your vibration: exercise, laughter, meditation. There are many, but these are some that you can use right now. Quantum tool number 1, turn up your frequency. Quantum tool number 2, set a powerful intention to align with the energy of love or above. We're human beings. We're going to ebb and flow. Create an awareness of where you are in relationship to where your dreams are. And if you start to feel it sad, angry, annoyed, that's okay. Feel it, be with it, and honor it. Because in the honoring and awareness of our feelings, we can release them with love. Be willing to witness your process, let it go, and then turn it back up. Quantum tool number 2, set a powerful intention to align with the energy of love or above. Write that down. Quantum tool number 3, shift your energy to what you actually desire. I want you guys to play with me for just a moment here. Close your eyes. Take a big, deep breath in, breathing into your heart. Asking yourself the question, if I could have, do, be, say anything, what would I be doing? There are no limits. The sky is the limit. Breathing in deeper into your heart, asking, if I can have, be, do, say, create anything, what would I be doing? What is my deepest desire? How would I be feeling? Who would I be impacting? When you're ready, you can open your eyes to the room. You just connected to your heart's desires, the dreams of your soul, not what the logical mind thinks is possible. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is they go after what they believe they can accomplish instead of what they truly desire. Stay focused no matter what, no matter who agrees with you, no matter who doesn't agree with you, no matter how far out there it seems. Stay focused on the highest version of your dream. This is the magic of quantum physics. Shift your energy, shift your focus, shift your vibration, and become an energetic match to what you truly desire. Quantum tool number 3, shift your energy to what lights you up. Quantum tool number 4, surround yourself with people and energy that elevate you. Observe your environment. Notice how you're walking through life. Are you surrounding yourself with people that are making you stretch, helping you leap, encouraging you to tippy-toe to be the best version of you? If you are, you're around high vibrational people. Stay around them. Let them energize you, encourage you, and keep you running. Are you around people that drain the energy out of you, leave you feeling anxious, tired, and weighted? If so, be aware of that. Notice how you spend your hours in the day. Are you spending your hours having conversations that excite you and lift you? Or are you spending your hours consuming content that leaves you feeling uninspired and hopeless? Quantum physics and energy is a 24/7 experience. How are you spending your 24/7? Quantum tool number 4, surround yourself with energy that elevates you. Write that down. Quantum tool number 5, never give up and stand strong for what it is you truly desire. Always focus on the mantra, things are always working out for me, even if it feels like they're not, even if it seems like it's impossible. When you can focus on the mantra of knowing things are always working out for you and there's a higher plan at play, you automatically turn up your frequency. Make quitting not an option. Make higher vibration your non-negotiable. Make living at an energy that is new, exciting, extraordinary, and above loving not an option. You've heard the term never giving up before, but can you make never giving up not an option? Now, for this year, what does it look like to make your finances and your financial growth not an option? What does it look like to make your relationship happy and healthy? Not an option. What does it feel like to make losing that 5, 15, 30 pounds not an option? Energy goes where energy flows. Quantum tool number 5, stand strong for what is not an option for you. Sometimes I look at my life today and I'm blown away because there was a time when all I saw was a need to please those around me. And when all I saw was a sadness, and when all I saw was a small version of the woman I knew I could be. But today, I am lit up with the woman who greets me in the mirror. I'm far from perfect, and I still have a lot of levels to turn up in my own life, but I am blown away at who I've become. And one of the major tools in becoming the woman I am today is quantum physics, understanding energies and frequencies and vibrations in my body, understanding I control the energy that greets me and I control the energy that left me, understanding how much power I have was one of my biggest awakenings. And so I leave you with this. Where in your life are you going to commit to turn it up right now? Pick a category to turn up your vibration in, starting now. How many of you want to turn up your vibration in the area of love? How many of you want to turn up your vibration in the area of joy? How many of you want to turn up your vibration in the area of abundance, resilience, laughter, playfulness, forgiveness, self-love, grace? Where do you want to turn it up? You have more power than you can ever imagine. There is no circumstance, no person, no place that has the power to take you out of your positive energy source. You are the only person that controls the frequency in which you choose to operate with. And I came here to help you turn it up, to tell you when you think you've hit your ceiling, open the roof. When you feel like you've hit your max, expand a little more, turn it up a little higher. You'll be surprised by the man or the woman that you become. Feel the energy right now? Feel the frequency right now in the room? That is called turning the dial up, and I'm here to help you turn it up. I want you to wake up and be blown away by your life. That is my wish for each and every one of you. Thank you.
I'm here to do our prayer this morning, and after that, I think all of you know that your energy has been elevated. And I also want to say that in our philosophy, we know that God is all there is, that God is the source of all the energy that we were talking about. And the second step in our prayer is always that we are a part of God. We have inherited the qualities of God because God created us and God flows through us. God may be love, may be joy, may be peace. So all of this energy and this potential that is God is also in each and every one of us. And I think we saw this in this talk. She's talking about using that God energy for our purposes, but really for the purposes of elevating the consciousness not only of ourselves but of the entire world. So we always start out our prayer with an intention. And our intention today is, number one, to elevate our own consciousness. And number two, we also have friends and family, members of our community who are suffering from one thing or another. May it be a health challenge, may it be a financial challenge, may it be a relationship challenge. And we know that each of them are also encompassed in this same powerful sense of God that we are declaring for ourselves as well. And so we hold that for them, and we hold this love and this joy and this peace, and we know that's potential in their life because they are an equal child or being of God. So we just know that that is working out in their life today. We may not see it as that, But we know that God is there in the midst of all of that, and God is working through that and helping them to elevate, to helping them to learn whatever it is, lesson that they're learning, because the purpose of each of us is to elevate and to gain soul experience, as Ernest Holmes says. So our friends and family are going through whatever it is, they are gaining soul experience, and that's a joyful thing. That's a wonderful thing that is just, it is godly. That is what it is godly. So we give great thanks for understanding how this works, and for the talk that we just heard, and this knowledge that as we elevate our frequency, that we become more like that frequency, and we attract more of that frequency to ourselves. And so, as Judy mentioned, we change our thinking, we change our life. We create that intention, we take that intention, and we know that failure is not an option. We know that we are going to arrive at this and exhibit more of that magnificent human being that we are. So we give thanks for that. And we know that as we've spoken these words, we've placed this energy, we've placed this sense of attraction, we've placed this intention into the mind of God, and God is on the job. God is operating through that. And we are so grateful that we know as we release it, we let go and we release it, that it is being operated on right now, right here, even as we think it. And so we give thanks for that, and we say, and so it is. And now I guess we have another beautiful song by Teresa, and bear with us a moment here as we get the mic set up and so forth.
There's a little blackbird gonna do his best to keep his word and build a nest for his little sweet mate. Gonna lay some eggs, time to take the weight off her little bird legs, and they are happy to live on life's terms, and they are grateful when life gives them worms. There's a little black ant, lives and works underground, where he and his pals have built a mining town. There's a big fat queen that they gotta keep fed. A life like that could mess up your head. Yet they are happy because they're strong and able, and they are grateful, lifting crumbs from picnic tables. Oh, there's a little cocoon all wrapped up tight, gonna be shed soon with the morning light. For at the will of a powerful urge, a butterfly will emerge and choose fly around and play, and she'll be grateful for her one and only day. Ooh. There's a little old gal in her house full of cats. Can't eat no gluten, probably should avoid fats. After all that gal's been through, after all that gal survived, it's a wonder at all she's still alive. Yet she is happy to sing her part. She is grateful for every loving heart. There's a little blackbird gonna do his best to keep his word and build a nest, to keep his word and build a nest.
That was awesome. Thanks so much. That was awesome. As we acknowledge and receive our virtual and in-person gifts, we give great thanks for the offerings already given and those we will be receiving, because we know that giving and receiving are both part of the one flow. We affirm that we are also part of that flow. We bless these gifts and know they are multiplied throughout our community. There are a number of folks who have contributed to the production of this service. We are grateful for their service, and we thank you for joining us today. And lastly, stay around in the Zoom meeting after service to visit or join us in the social hall. And now please stand and say with me our benediction, followed by our congregational song. Spirit in the midst of us is mighty. Joy, peace, and eternal life are our true nature and flow through us into the world, and so it is.
So before the peace song, I just want to say real quickly, Teresa has some CDs here if anybody's interested. And also she has a website. It's Teresa Turtery, TUDURY.com. And so I appreciate you to the artists today. Thank you so much.